I want to share with you one other story. And that's the story of George Wilson. This is not Dennis the Menace's neighbor. This is a guy that lived in the 1800s, 1829 in fact. In fact, in 1829, he was in jail, in prison. He had been arrested for mail robbery and murder. And for whatever reason, Andrew Jackson, the president, decided to pardon George Wilson. And maybe the Pope said, I'd like to see him pardoned or something, I don't know. But for some unknown reason, Andrew Jackson decided to pardon this guy. They took this pardon and they took it to the governor of Pennsylvania, which the prison was in. The governor took it down to the prison, gave it to the warden, and the warden presented it to George Wilson. Complete pardon. A guy guilty of murder, robbery. And George Wilson said this. He said, I refuse the pardon. I will not accept it. They had never had that happen before. They didn't know how to respond. Somebody was given one of the greatest gifts you can imagine, and he said, I refuse it. They didn't know whether to kick him out of the prison, whether you like it or not, your pardon, see ya. They took it to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court debated it. And the Supreme Court Chief Justice came back and wrote this. He said, a pardon is a piece of paper, the value of which depends upon the acceptance of the person implicated. If it is refused, it is no pardon. And the end of George Wilson's story is that George Wilson was hung by the neck until he was dead. And I just wonder how many are in churches today that are going to walk past the open arms of Christ, refusing one of the greatest gifts that life could have offered them. And yet for some reason, they continue to just hold on to their sickness. When Jesus is saying, do you want to be made well? I'm going to ask if you